In this video, I'm going to be unboxing and assembling this 20-inch Ridstar folding electric e-bike that I sourced online. A link to this product is in the description below. Now, this bike is equipped with a 48-volt, 14-amp-hour battery that is removable and a 1,000-watt rear hub motor. So without further ado, let's get into this bike. So open the box. You can see in the box now, the bike is unfolded and it's going to require some assembly, so I will get into those details. I'm going to remove this box here. Let's take a look at what's inside. My guess is maybe the pedals. User manual, that's a good thing. Pedals. Comes with the tools that you need to put everything together. Caps, I'm sure these are the axle caps for the rear hub. And then let's see what's in this here. This is probably the charger. Yep, that's the charger. Next, I'm going to remove these fenders. Looks like this is the front fender, so I'm going to set that aside. Here is the tire. Alright, this is the front tire. It's got the axle zip tied to the tire. I'm going to put this flat out in this tire. A link to this product is below. I like using this. It prevents flats on your e-bike, and it's really simple. You just simply put a couple of ounces in each tire. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove the bike from the box and set it here on the rug so I can look at it. You can also have a friend help you do this, but it's not too bad. Alright, this is what it looks like after it's out of the box. I'm going to go ahead and remove the foam. What you want to be careful of is when you're removing the zip ties, you can see the handlebars. The keys are right here for the battery and most likely the bike. What you want to do is be careful not to release the handlebars and let the handlebars fall and maybe pinch cables. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is install the stem and handlebars. You want to use the 4mm. You can use this multi-tool. This is nice to carry with you on your rides so that you can fix a loose bolt or something. But I have a quicker tool, so what I'm going to do is rotate this. It says to align with the frame, and then you're just going to simply tighten these two 4mm bolts. You want to make sure the fork is aligned. So that's in place. Then what you're going to do is loosen or remove the front of the stem here and install the handlebars. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this up with the handlebars. And you're going to see that there's a cell phone holder right here, mobile phone holder that has a built-in USB. That's kind of nice. The grips are about aligned with the center here. Line that up. Then reinstall this center stem cap. You can always adjust this once you get on the bike. These are really easy to adjust. Alright, I got the handlebars mounted. Now what I'm going to do is remove the plastic. I'm going to install that screen. Looks like the screen takes 3mm. So what you're going to do is remove the screws and then mount this screen. Alright, here's the screen. I got the screws and nuts out. What you want to do is remove these rubber pieces from the inside, because I believe this is used for the smaller part of the handlebars, but the handlebar is really wide in this area. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and slide this over, and there you go. It's definitely on there. And then what I'm gonna do is reinstall these screws with nuts. They're really small, so what I'm going to do too is put a little bit of Loctite on there so they don't fall off. Alright, next we're going to put on the front tire. Now, the one thing you want to do is make sure that the rotor is on the side with the caliper. It would help if I had a friend help me lift this up, but it is manageable. What you want to do is lift up the bike like this. Get the caliper in the brake. Alright, I got the caliper lined up with the rotor. The axle's here. And now I'm going to install that axle. So you're going to loosen it. You're going to see that there's two springs. Take one of the springs off and it will go on the other side. This side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide this in. The other side, you're going to put the spring and the cap on. Then you're going to thread that down. And then what you want to do is get it where it tightens up to a point. That's too tight. And then latch the rotor down, the bolt, like that. I like to put it towards the back. Now that is installed. Okay, now I'm going to put the front fender on and the headlight. There's a bolt on each side of the fork. That's what these standoffs attach to for the front fender. And then this attaches to the fork. So what you want to do is slide this in here. And then what you're going to do is attach the bolt through the front fender and through the headlight mount. So what I'm going to do is leave that a little bit loose so that I can adjust the sides of this fender. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave this a little bit loose so I can adjust the fender with the mounting bolts here. Let me know if yours comes with plastic fenders. I did see in the description that it said it may be shipped with metal. These ones are metal or plastic. I think plastic would be better. Alright, one of the last things you need to do is install the pedals. Now, each pedal has a L or an R. This is the left pedal, so it will go on the left-hand side. You can use the wrench in the multi-tool to tighten those down. I happen to have a 16mm wrench, so I'm going to go ahead and install that pedal. It's a counterclockwise thread. And now I'm going to put the other side on, the right side on. And this one is going to be opposite thread. It's going to go on clockwise. There you have it. The bike is assembled. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tighten the seat and get that adjusted. I'm going to leave the seat on the low end for me right now. It's lined up like that. Go ahead and look at that. Let's check the seat height. The handlebars need a little bit of adjustment, so I'm going to turn those straight. Alright, in order to turn the bike on, you need both sets of keys. You're going to come down here and insert the battery key, and then turn it so it's parallel with the frame. That energizes or turns on the battery. Then you're going to turn on the throttle key. Then you're going to come over here just below the down arrow. is an M button. Hit that, and that energizes the bike and turns it on. Alright, in order to fold the bike in half and extract the battery, what you want to do is grab the handle, push the tab forward, and then what you're going to do is open the latch like you see. Then grab the front and just kind of turn the bike open. Then it might be good to get on the other side. And then fold it. Alright, so that's the bike folded down. Some irony is that the kickstand is in the way, but not too bad. It does fold down. I wish the handlebars fell down too, but it's still somewhat manageable because you could probably turn that somehow. Alright, in order to remove the battery, you want to insert the key. There's a little tab here. There's a button here that locks it in the frame. And what you want to do is turn that key, and then you're going to see that that retracts. Then the battery slides right out. So herein lies the battery. I can now you can see where that lock is. And I'm going to charge that battery. The charge port's right here. You can also charge it in the frame, but I'm going to charge it out of the frame just to be safe on the first one. And you can see here that it is a 48 volt battery, 14 amp hours. And all right, here is the charger. I'm going to plug that into my power source, get that charged up. You can see the green light is on, and then I'm going to plug it into my battery. You can see it's red here, and it is charging. If you want to charge the battery in the frame, there's an access port right here. You could simply connect it in like that, and you can see the charger is red, and it charges. This is what the bike looks like folded up. I'll stand beside it to give you some scale, but I wish the handlebars folded down or broke away so it would be even more compact with the handlebars off. But overall, it's not too bad for a folding e-bike. Before I install the battery back into the frame, I'm going to open up this little compartment. I took the screws off, and I want to see what controller is in here. So it's pretty simple wiring. Here's the controller. All right, here is the controller. So max current is 28 plus or minus 1 amp. Low voltage is 39 volts, so the low voltage will cut out at 39 volts. All right, we're going to reinstall the battery. What you want to do is make sure that the lock is down and the locking feature is out, and then you're just going to simply slide the battery in there. And you can see that it just wants to fall out because it doesn't have that pin to lock it in place. So you're going to go ahead and put the key in, lock it in place, pull the key out. You can see the pin is there. Okay, the battery's installed. Now I'm going to unfold the bike. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to lift it. I'm going to lift it like that. Come around to the other side. And get it close. Now here's the latch. All right, bike is back. So I hope you liked this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.